Hello everybody. So today's session is on tragicomedy. So this is again another form of drama. Now we are looking in detail the forms of drama, different types of drama. So this is one among the type of drama. It is called tragicomedy. This is a combination of tragedy as well as comedy. So we have seen tragedy in detail, comedy in detail. Now, this contains both tragedy and comedy. This is just a mixing of tragedy and comedy, not like the Elizabethan tragedy or comedy. While Elizabethan tragedy as well as comedy will have tragic interludes into comedy and comic interludes into tragedy. It is just to heighten the effect of tragedy or comedy. Now, this is not like that. This is tragedy in combination with comedy, where half of the plot would be tragedy and the other half would be comedy. So, let's see what are the features of this tragicomedy. Now, it is half tragedy and half comedy mingled harmoniously together so that it seems like a full-fledged play and not a tragedy separately and comedy separately. So it's a form by itself and it has its own purpose too. So a complete tragedy, it is a complete tragedy up to a certain point and a complete comedy thereafter. Now if you look at the structure of the play, you'll find that from complication the tragic theme set forth. That is, complication is the raising action part where the action starts, or where the life of protagonist starts becoming complicated. Now, this is especially the second and third part, and it's from here where the tragedy of the drama starts. Now, the denouement results into a comedy. So denouement is the falling action where the plot starts unraveling, the complications and a solution is produced as far as comedy is concerned. So with the denouement it becomes a comedy, while in complication it remains a tragedy. While the climax is the one which separates one after the another. Now, so before the climax it would be a tragedy, and after the climax it would be a comedy. Now, this type of drama, that is tragicomedy, is also called a dramatic romance. Now, if you look at the atmosphere of the play, it would be a fantasy. Now, if you look at the origin and history of tragicomedy, unlike other plays, especially tragedy and comedy, we find that English dramas were modeled upon the Greek and Romans. Now, this is not a part of Greek drama. Now, Greek drama was considered it was considered classical, of high standard, and dramatists were dramatists considered it as an honor to imitate those dramas. I mean, imitate the structure of those dramas. While if you look at the tragic comedy part, this is not a part of Greek drama. While you can find that Plaintius, the Latin comic dramatist, once attempted something of the sort, and that work was called Amphitryo, and he called it Tragicomedia. So, Plaintius, the Latin comic dramatist, once attempted this sort. While in English, it came in the reign of James I under Latin and Spanish influences. While the Latin influence was responsible for the pastoral element in the tragicomedy, and the Spanish influence was responsible for the romantic plot of the tragicomedy. So the dramatic counterpart of tragicomedy, so it's a dramatic counterpart of the prose romance. Now, the first tragic comedy in English is A King and No King, written by Beaumont and Fletcher. So there appeared numerous variations of tragic comedy till 1642, while after that it vanished out of English stage and later came up with the sentimental comedy of the 18th century. Now, tragic comedy was not a regular form of drama, so it had its own people supporting it and people against it. While if you look at the people against this forum, then we'll find that many of them opposed it. Many of the great writers of English literature opposed this form because it was not following the principles of a drama. If you look at a principle of a drama, tragedy cannot be mixed with comedy. But we find that in the among the English romantic writers, they started mixing it in terms of interludes. But interludes was much more acceptable because they were only small comic parts being introduced into tragedy, or tragic parts being introduced into comedy. They were simple scenes over there. But as far as tragic comedy is concerned, it is a half play full of tragedy and a half play full of comedy. Proper intermixing of a tragedy and comedy. So many of the great writers opposed it, and the first one was Sidney who ruled it out, while we find even Milton condemned it in his preface to Samson Agonist, and even Addison called it one of the most monstrous invention that ever entered into a poet's thought. It's not just the not just that people were or the writers were against this form. There were also people or writers who supported this form. While according to Dryden, he finds it an honor that English people have invented a perfect way of writing, a more pleasant way of writing. Even Dr. Johnson praised it because he never found any inappropriacy in mixing pleasure and pain. So, tragicomedy is of English origin, even though we find that one Latin version of it was available, but it came to England during the period of James the First, where it has proper intermixing of tragedy and comedy. The complication part is tragic, while the denouement part is comic. The climax separates the both. It had its own followers and its own people who were against it. So this is all about tragicomedy. Thank you.